Hello everybody. We're live again. Tuesday, another day of streaming and another day of trading for us. Gray skies unfortunately above Vilnius, but we don't mind. We look at the charts, we play around, we see what is happening. A few trades, not a few, two actually trades happened already today. We're gonna go through that, and I think we have an exciting stream coming through because I'm enjoying this consolidation happening right now. I think it will allow for some movement, for some entries as well during the start of the session. So looking at what we got quickly, um, dollar index actually moved to the buy side, towards the buy side, which is lovely for us. We're trading right now at the bottom of the monthly fair value gap, which is not really indicating anything for us, but I would appreciate the chart to continue a little bit higher to push up deeper into that monthly fair value gap. So what do we have today? Previous day's high, yet Monday, in terms of Monday, is still there. We haven't gone through it yet, and then we're looking for this 1 hour fair value gap to be supporting the price during London today. So we're trading at a equilibrium right now, and very honestly, looking at 15 minutes and then how we reacted of this level, I'm expecting a little bit of bearishness, at least for a little while on dollar index. So why I'm saying that, because we have a high here, swing low here, higher high with break of structure with a lower low, and we actually are trading at the breaker block right here, supporting that with a 15-minute fair value gap. So even though this buy side is not yet taken, I would appreciate a move lower today on dollar. But basically, we are looking at this 15-minute fair value gap as the most important one for us today, because we're interested to see if we trade above it, buy side incoming right away. If we stay around it or below it, that's all right. That will allow probably indices to push a little bit higher than we are right now. Okay, and this is 5-minute chart. This is the same 15-minute fair value gap that I just showed you on the 15-minute, and then we're trading right now in another fair value gap level right here. I'm just gonna mark it to myself so I keep it in mind, and let's just check if buy side was taken here. Now we have equal highs, I think 104.511, 104.511 equal highs here, resting as buy side here. So not sure, not sure. I'm just gonna continue looking at this 15-minute fair value gap to evaluate if we're getting released any lower on dollar or not. Okay. Taking a look at what is happening. Let's take a look at the euro. No, maybe just one by one. We still have 15 minutes to go. Um, so euro USD. Just like in dollar index, 1 hour chart supported going to the downside here, and then we're trading below this 1 hour for value gap rated during London as well. And the interesting thing that two liquidity levels are being taken in the last 24 hours, which is a daily liquidity level from far away, I think a month ago or something like that. And we just took the lows from the previous day, which is Monday as well. So interestingly enough, we have an SMT here, for which I hoped that the chart would push up a little bit higher than it is right now, but we're not getting that done yet. But we actually traded today on Euro USD, and we were taking this inverted fair value gap, this inverted 5-minute fair value gap as an entry, and we took, what is it, I think 0.5% or something like that as a trade. I'm just looking through it. A little bit less, with 0.45% trade here. As soon as that was broken, we entered as a buy, and I was hoping to move near midnight open price actually myself. Was holding to hold it a little bit, hoping to hold it a little bit longer than I did, but we got what we got. We got a small scalp here, held the trade for like 15 minutes. Didn't get to 10 pips partial here, so close it a bit early on as a manual close myself. So I'll just hide these guys and let's take a look at 1 minute chart. So again we have an SMT with dollar index here. Because dollar index we saw didn't take buy side, right? Then we have in 1 minute sell side being taken. So I'm interested in a little bit more of a push higher, maybe. We'll see. I'll continue looking at the dollar index to see if it pushes up through that 15-minute fair value gap at all. Let's take a look at where we're trading again, considering the dollar. So if we trade above this in terms of closing in on 15 minutes, I'll consider previous day highs to be uh, in the crosshair. But as long as we're trading below, like we still have some sell side residing here. Okay. So Euro USD walked through it. This is a big consolidation. Why? Because we ran through the lows during morning hours already. So yeah, won't trade forex anymore today. Not interested. And just like not interested to trade forex, I actually tried twice to go short on GBP USD. It just didn't allow me to take it. So I enjoyed how we traded to this 1 hour for value gap. Like this is quite a manipulated run to the buy side. And I actually went short from this 15-minute fair value gap because I saw some correlation with dollar index. Thus went short right away from here. And I got stopped out at break even quite immediately, somewhere around here. And then actually, so if to show you guys for real what happened. So we got stopped out at break even around like 10 minutes into the trade. And then I re-entered it actually and got stopped out at break-even one more time because I re-entered here from the inversion fair value gap. We traded lower, held onto it, and somewhere around here I closed the trade. Not closed the trade, moved the stop loss to break-even and then just got punished because of it, but it's okay. It's totally fine. We're looking to be at the break-even right now on the account. Because we burned that 0.5 in commissions almost, and then being stopped out on dollar USD. So three trade taken, one buy on euro, which was a winner, and two shorts on GU that were and stop outs at breaking. And looking onwards at indices, so this price run is expected. Why? Because we have sell side resting right here below. And we literally created a breaker block with a low, high, lower low, and then break of structure right here, and then these candles being a breaker block. And we actually traded this today on the Top Steps account with 5 handles entry, I think. Yeah, something around that. We took 250 bucks today with one contract here. And I'm expecting buy side to be hit. Like I'm enjoying how this 1 hour for value gap is holding the price. And literally, if this remains open in terms of buy side not being taken, I'll try to enter buys from this 15 minutes for value gap together with you guys. Otherwise, we have 40 minutes to go until any entries will be taken by me at least. Okay. Nasdaq, exactly the same story. We have 1 hour for value gap beating inverted. So if this buy side level remains out here, I'll be looking to go long from this 1 hour for value gap. So around 10 would be great to start looking for a possible entry. 50 handles run would be awesome to participate, right? So we'll see. We'll see if we trade this 1 hour for value gap, and if we trade, we'll evaluate what kind of price action we're given here at the fair value gap itself. Okay. So Buy side being taken here on dollar index. We'll see in 7 minutes if we close above this fair value gap, and it will kind of determine the rest of the like upcoming day for us. If we close above it, I think indices will push to the downside to those 1 hour fair value gap levels. We might catch an entry on that as well, but we'll see. We'll see. Euro. This 5 minute just holding the price. Probably this one will get inverted soon as well in 2 minutes. Yeah. I don't like going short here though because we took the previous day lows already. GBP USD is just being nasty with us. Yes, buy side very soon, and the markets are opening in a few minutes as well. So reevaluate. We're gonna continue watching. Okay. Um, mm, let's see. This is getting inverted would actually be my interest. I'd like to see that on EU. That would be interesting because the supporting the price, dollar index taking out buy side, creating an SMT here. Um, we'll we'll watch this. That's something that I'll keep my eye on. Yeah, why not? Bum, bum. Yeah, buy side being taken on yes, there wouldn't be no problem seeing this reversing into the 15 minute fair value gap real quick during the market open, so we'll keep an eye on that. And there's SMTs already being noted on ES and NQ, so we'll continue watching that. How are you guys though today? Any trades taken? Any positions? Any risk yet? Let me know. Let me know how's your day so far. Um, Oh, SMT on dollar and then euro USD. Just continue watching this if this fair value gap supports the price for a possible inversion fair value gap being created here and then go. I would say it's somewhere around midnight open, 15 minutes fair value gap there as well. So I'll just keep this as a trade idea to myself. I'll come back to euro at some point today. And buy side still resting above, so no SMT yet, but I'm looking at this in terms of possible SMT because I want to see, let's do it this way, interval but not the same chart. Here we go. If ES takes out that buy side, there will be a SMT right away with Nasdaq, so that move to that 15 minute and 1 hour inversion for value gap would be quite valid. We'll see. We'll see if you get it. 4 minutes till markets are opening up. Mm. Yeah, just answering a few messages till we wait for the market to open up, and then maybe let's take a look at the regular trading hours to see where are we at. So we're trading above market price right now, actually. Uh, this 15-minute fair value gap, I can almost guarantee will be hit now. So we'll evaluate how we get there, and let's take a look at NQ. NQ, we're trading above it as well, so yeah, going to the downside initially for a possible buy entry. That's what we're gonna look after today. This buy side remaining open, it would be very much appreciated. Then I will be looking literally to trade this breaker block right here. Breaker here. Keep that in mind. Maybe let's note it with a line instead of that box because it's just cluttering the chart a little bit. So right here, breaker block. Keep it in mind because we have a high, low, high, lower, low, higher, high, breaker right here in the middle of 15 minutes for value gap. Would be very nice to see that. Trade it into. And let's see higher time frame here. Same in a way. There's a 5-minute breaker block here and then a higher time frame breaker here. So it can actually dig as low as these highs at like around 7 a.m. Let's see. Mhm. Markets are opening up, pushing it through to the upside. Let's watch this for a few minutes, then I'll take a look at what is happening with Euro and GBP. If it goes any higher or not, and if that dollar 15 minutes fair value gaps is supporting a move to the downside. Here is a 15-minute fair value gap. That is a possible inversion. We'll take a look how we trade around it. But for now, buy side being taken, that's cool. That's a strong opening push already. See what we get out of it. Probably initial fair value gaps will get created right here. And keep in mind that NQ is not taking out any buy stops yet. Keep that in mind. Okay? For a possible SMT. If we start breaking below these lows, this is an SMT just guaranteeing us upper lower. At least very short term. For the opening range, probably. We'll see. Just remaining open. Let me just do. I won't trade this. Like this is a possible short for us in terms of SMT and all that good stuff. I'm not gonna trade it. I'm not interested in taking it. Not yet. Keep watching this. Keep evaluating if we're getting anything done. But anyhow, I'm waiting for 10 a.m. to open up to give us any feedback if we're which way we're gonna continue. So Q is actually supporting the idea of the SMT and this inversion, allowing it to trade lower. That's cool. Keep watching it though. What do we have? 5 minutes here. Very much not in sync though, but it's okay. Keep watching. Take a look what is happening at dollar. Dollar breaking below, that's cool. This is still holding the price. Still go 15 minutes. No, this is 5 minutes that we're expecting to be broken, so we'll keep watching that. GBP USD not interested, and then we go into the indices here, right? And Q is getting very elevated, very much. So, and I'm expecting a bottom to form here. Of course, it can go below and then start taking out sell stops, but I'm interested to see how we traded this 1 hour inversion. My side is still remaining open. This move to the downside is very reasonable because of the SMT on 1 minute with NQ versus ES. NQ didn't take out London highs, so we're gonna continue watching. Edgar's, can you text if you're here? I wanted to show you actually something from yesterday. Let me know if you're here. Remember we were looking to long basically this 4 hour wick for what, 2 or 3 times yesterday. I went long twice yesterday on stream for you guys. This is the very exact thing what ICT says that wicks are doing the damage. Like, this wick is insane, but yeah, I took a few longs from initially here and below and then in the discount as well, but couldn't wait it out till the actual market created the low at yesterday, sadly, but it's okay. uh right here, yeah, this price here, this is 4 hours wick right here for you guys. Interesting conditions yesterday, but yeah, Wicks did actually do the damage. However funny that sounds in a way, Wicks did do the damage yesterday. And here we'll see what we get. If we still have like 20 minutes to go till we see if this idea is getting supported in terms of us trading lower during the opening range, just to get some sell stops taken away from the market and then tag the buy side liquidity afterward. We'll see. We'll evaluate. Hmm. I like this as the low for the dealing range. I like to see that. This is dollar index here, consolidating and still trading above midnight, so we'll see how we react here as well. 15 minutes, not much happening. This dealing range is nothing pretty neither yet. Nothing pretty. We'll see if maybe we go away from the dealing range at some point today. We will, of course we will, but we'll see how we do it. It'll be interesting. We have the first proper fair value gap forming at the equilibrium of the dealing range here. Let's see what happens after that. In 1 hour, inversion fair value gap kind of supporting the idea of a possible trade to the upside. Dun, dun, dun. This is a new day opening gap supporting the price right here. This is 1 hour fair value gap supporting the price, and this is a new week opening gap supporting the price. Very, very high probability to have the low of the day forming here. We'll see. We'll see. This is supporting the price to the upside, and then in Q, no entry here. Maybe if you look at the lower time frame, but not a setup for me. At least not yet. I'll watch this. I'll watch this. How we trade, and if we trade above it. Yeah, we'll get it all back today. Nah, it's all good, man. It's all good. Let's open up the balance if you guys are interested. So we are at 150k, 3k 900. We started this week at 155 on Top Step evaluation account. Uh, Went actually up to equity high on 165. No, 155. Let me do it again. So I'll put it in writing. We started at 155k, pretty much 155 500. Yesterday we went to an equity high of 155 900 as well, and then we broke down with two losses on NQ, and then we're at 153, I think 702 or something like that this morning. And yeah, I said that we traded ES this morning, right here, right there. We took a small buy, one contract, 250-ish bucks made, and yeah, nothing special happening yet. Another SMT being created, with NQ actually being the weaker one from the two indices today. Let's see how we trade here. I'd love the indices to get in sync at least a little bit at some point today. Would love to see that, but we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. This is a new week opening gap right here, and we're almost trading to the yesterday's high created during lunch. And then Q is just very weak. But something lovely that I'm interested to see is you should be reading my mind in terms of what I'm gonna say right here, right now, right? So we're getting an SMT to the downside as well as to the ups, both ways actually. But I'm gonna remain to my bias and I'm gonna remain bullish here. So very simply, first possible trade of the day is right here, right there. I'm looking to trade towards all-time highs, and then of course to take yesterday's high initially. But if we trade above this 5 minute fair value gap here, I'm gonna take a look if we can enter a trade towards that. I'm not interested in the price closing below this. That would be unfortunate. But we'll see, we'll see. $15 level right here at 0.75. We'll see what happens here. But yeah, this going lower is very reasonable because we're creating another S&T with ES taking out the buy side from yesterday. Um, And breaking below would be very normal, very reasonable. It's an interesting day today, though, in terms of ICT starting to trade his Robin's Cup account. Um, I think he's saying that he's gonna try to trade only silver bullets. Makes it even more interesting because I'm not trading silver bullets myself, so it will be very, very interesting to see how it goes for him, what he's gonna show us. I'm not sure how he's gonna communicate and everything, but an interesting day for not only for us but for everybody in the market actually, because at least in my opinion, a guy who can actually beat the Larry Williams record is entering the competition today. So very interesting stuff. I would like this 1 hour for Val Gap to hold the price though, right here. So one more time before we go into the 10 a.m. price action. 15-minute here. Getting inverted is a very high probability in a way because we have style stops resting below 1 hour for value gap as well. We'll see if that continues. It would allow us to look for bullish price action on indices, but not sure yet. Not sure. But right here, this is a just very nasty price action. We were kind of expecting this fair value gap to be broken to the upside, so we'll see how high Euro USD is being let go. And yeah, let's come back to the indices. They're very much out of sync. So these lows that we're trading into right now on NQ are actually the lows that are, what is it, 20 handles away for ES. Um, so far nothing cool about it. You know, this is yesterday's 4 hour fair value gap that we kind of respected with this very long wick on a 4 hour chart. So we're trading back into it. And let's come back to 1 minute chart. Let's see what we're getting. We're getting every bullish PD array broken to the downside. Another SMT again. Outside taken here. Equal loss on ES. Creating an SMT. So we see if we start pushing up to the upside here. 8 minutes to get up to this 1 hour for value gap though, so Those have to start moving rapidly here. I'll watch this inversion and a possibility to go long from here. Mm-hmm. Upside taken, SMT was the yes, because NQ took sell stops. ES didn't. If you're following me on Discord, like this is becoming textbook in a way. 1 minute chart breaking above it, I'm literally gonna enter a position for 80 handles. 80 handles is a lot. 80 handles could be a 2 to 3k move for this account, to be fair. So let's wait it out. Let's see. I'm quite interested in this breaking to the upside. The XY is breaking lower, so it should allow us to continue to the upside here. I'm just moving myself around a little bit. Fine. Let's see. Just looking at the S, I think we're breaking below these opening range lows. I'm not taking an entry here because we didn't break to the upside yet. Let's continue watching it. This fair value gap here. Let's continue watching it. This is a 4-hour fair value gap here, so let's see how we trade here now. Yes, we'll take this south side just like explained, and then we evaluate again. There we go, sell side being taken, another SMT being created, so we see how we close here. And if this SMT remains, I'm saying that we should turn bullish on NQ. I'm just tape reading so far, just evaluating what the opening range is giving us, because the range itself is pretty good. On NQ, 80 handles range, almost 100 handles range already was, yeah, exactly on 100 handles range. take a look at dollar real quick. Dollar just started to consolidate at that 15 minutes fair value gap. We'll see what happens after, but I think EU will continue pushing to the upside. Gee, we're not really interested, and now, ooh, yes, right? So let's evaluate it again from 1 hour chart. Let's take a look at yes. So 1 hour, supporting the price. We took out the yesterday's highs though, always doing so, and then yes, I'm not touching them until we go into this 15 minutes fair value gap, and then I'll see how we react to this breaker block resting right here. So a breaker here, 15 minutes fair value gap as well. We'll see what happens. And NQ itself breaking to the downside, leaving buy side open. I like that. I like that. Trading into that 4 hours fair value gap from that killed us yesterday. And we see what happens next. This fair value gap getting inverted. 9:50 a.m. fair value gap. I would quite like it to see that. So this 1 hour didn't support the price, right? Just for me to show you guys. Nasty. Let's mark out this 1 hour though and see what we do with it. We're gonna close below it as well. So we have to call this SMT to the upside, right? Yes, creating a higher high, Y list NQ doesn't, and we have a higher time frame on daily, exactly the same SMT. So however much I don't appreciate myself even saying this, probably lower prices will be offered for us today. Let's see how we trade at this breaker block. 15 minutes breaker block right here. Let's continue watching that, but yeah. Hmm. We need to see some structure happening now, because the structure here in terms of consolidation, moving to the upside, creating a swing high, for value gaps being open and being respected, that is cool. Right here, these like last 5 candles right here, like you can't re really use them, right? This has more structure to it. Swing low being taken. We'll see if we create a swing high, maybe a breaker block opening up. We'll see. But NQ now has a little bit more structure that we can trust, comparing it to ES. But we'll see. Now we just wait for more structure. So probably it might be a very boring 1 hour, upcoming 1 hour, until we hit 11 p.m. just like yesterday. But we'll see. I'm just watching this 1 hour price action right now, just trying to evaluate if I'm missing anything in a way. Um, No, not really. There's a lot of buys resting bill above on NQ. This though, like this being broken to the up to the downside is quite relevant in terms of attacking this weekly low below us. So we have to see. 15 minutes. Let's see if this 15 minutes rally gap supports the price at all. Probably it won't. That's my guess, right? But I'm not taking any decisions on that yet. I like this impulse though. If and this impulse to the upside would allow this breaker block to hold the price as well. I like this. Two pillows being left open though in 1 minute, so you gotta be careful here. Um, I would understand this being a low for the session. I could explain it to myself, let's say in writing, you know. But we see, we see. There's no entry for me for shorts, neither buys yet. So hmm. This is 15 minutes for value gap that I'm just watching still, and then if just to see if this bullish breaker block supports the price at all. Hmm. Still can't get a read on this. So I'm literally very simply no read means no risk being taken, which makes my life kind of easier in a way, right? Funny enough, but yeah, I would appreciate this being the Judah swing for the day. This move to the downside. The unfortunate thing is that none of the bullish PDRs still are holding the price. Forex pairs are actually moving to the upside with not with ease, but nicely, right? But indices are still being manipulated to the downside. So we have to see. We have to see. just take this away from the chart for a little while. We're getting an inversion here, but this is not an entry. A few things why not, right? One of the main things is that sell side is not being taken, like we're leaving quadruple lows right here. So even if this moves to the upside, those 20 handles that we left open with a very massive opening range, like this is not a trade setup for me. I can't get into that position like this, not at all. Watching this inversion, not entering on it, as you see as well. So where is my balance? Here you can see the balance yourself. Just continuing to go lower. Nice that we didn't take this inversion setup. Very happy we didn't do it. I think nothing. How to say? What's a good word for it? Nothing that would make me happy in terms of taking a position will happen until 11, I think, until the next macro starts, and we have to see where we trade in next upcoming hour, because we're just kind of trading in the range. Even though sell side buy side is taken, we're still kind of trading in equilibrium of the range on 1 hour chart. NQ is a little bit more opened up, more free, let's say. Very similar though to what we had yesterday in terms of just booming to the downside in terms of 4 hour chart, giving us leeway in terms of a wick, and we see if that happens, we just have to evaluate what happens in PM session. So this is a 4 hour fair value gap on NQ right here, and we might even be trading back into it for the PM session. So well, we're gonna have to see. But no entries for me yet. Nothing to my liking. Nothing to my liking at all yet. Internal sell side being taken here though. So let's take a note of that. Quadruple lows in a way, right? So we tried to get down here 4 times already. Let's see how we act from here. On NQ, there's like no structure at all yet. Just the market trading lower and lower. Still respecting that. No, we're not respecting. I was gonna say that we're still respecting this breaker block of 545 in this morning, but we're not. And it looks like we're gonna close below on this 15 minutes fair val, sorry, fair val gap. So nothing to my liking yet. And let's take a look at what dollar index and indices, dollar index is doing compared to indices. So yeah, that's 15 minutes fair val gap being broken to the downside right now. And Euro USD yeah. You remember we talked about this in the beginning of the stream that this 15-minute for val gap getting inverted would allow us to push to the midnight price. Very nice trading, 3-1 to 1 risk reward, and it's quite high probability as well because this 5 minutes fair value gap supported the price. Previous day low being taken as well. So let me know, guys, if you took this. Edgar's, maybe you did. If not, then yeah, all good. But a possible trade entry was given on Euro USD. GBP USD beautifully pushing to the upside. So yeah, we just closed below this 15 minutes for Valga on ES. So let's see if we get a shorting opportunity here now. We have an SMT right now as well. SMT in terms of ES not taking the low of the day and then Q creating a low of the day. So because of that SMT, very simply, I'm gonna take a look at going long from this for Valgap if we close above it. Will be a 18 points stop, and we're getting in. Um, have some fun with this trade actually. Try to get to break even as soon as I can, but I'm literally gonna target buy stops here, resting above for the high of the day. 125 handles trade for happy to get involved right in a way. But let's see. I'll play around a little bit in terms of I don't see any structure that I could take profits here yet, but I want to see how we trade above it. And if we trade above new week opening gap here, then it's very simple. We're getting to that buy side right away. So I'm gonna see. 5 minutes again, just to show you the SMT itself. So NQ took the low of the day, while ES didn't. The unfortunate thing is that we closed below this 15-minute for Valgam, right? So we have to evaluate if this is not a short being offered on ES, right? So if we start breaking down to the downside, like we have to keep it in mind. Yet on ES, if you guys are trading YouTube 22 model, we have sell side being taken right here. Swing low being created, break of structure right here with a fair value gap being open. So we're getting an offer to enter as a YouTube 22 model as well. Not only that we are getting offered that, we are already in a buy on NQ with SMT being created with NQ creating a new low of the day with ES not doing so. A 1 minute fair value gap being inverted, and as soon as we got above it and closed above it, I entered here at 10.16. So we see what we get out of this. See, one more time. 5 minutes. 4, 3, 2 minutes chart. 2 minutes looks very clean on me, yes. Yes, we'll probably offer 2 minutes chart right here, right there. Possible trade entry for YouTube 22, 5 handles to the downside, and you could even try to take 20 handles on this trade. Just we have to wait for that 2 minutes for value gap to form. I won't take this position though because I'm in NQ already. Let's see what we get out of this. 1, 3. I'll keep this on my monitor. I'm not entering though, because I'm already in queue, but this is a possible YouTube 22 model. So just to put it in writing, SMT with NQ, sell side taken, BMS to 2-minute chart, right? End dog, we don't need that end dog noted, but basically, and then fair value gap here as well, and good risk to reward, literally what YouTube 22 model is saying. So entry here, we have to see how the price reacts, but I'm not taking this trade yet. I'm watching NQ and I'm watching actually if I'll fill up, if I'll take additional risk here. Let's take a look. One more contract here maybe. Rate limit order. Let's go. Anybody of you guys in the trade? Any of you got into NQ or ES? I'd like to see some speed before 11 p.m. comes, so would be good to get the structure broken even more to the upside before that, but we'll see. Literally comparing what we had yesterday and what we have today, like this, I'm much more confident in taking these trades. Because yesterday it was a little bit disturbing in terms of busy day at work and then a lot of things happening at home and yada yada. But we see, we take a look, we evaluate, and then we stay calm in a way. So, yeah. Who wants to make a guess if ICT traded today already, huh? Who wants to make a guess? Hmm, I don't like this. Don't like this at all. It will be too bad to get closed out. Too bad. Too bad. Yeah, we're taking a loss. It would be a loss on the S as well here, so interesting. I'll hide it just to take a look at it later, but this 15 minutes fair value, I'm literally offering a short here. Okay, let's see, let's see. There's some lower prices, even more lower prices incoming, so we'll probably get the previous day low taken away now. Oh well. This breaker block not holding the price at all. And this 15 minutes fair value gap literally getting inverted. So take a look at the 15 minutes. It literally allowed us to get back into it, and then it's now just pushing to the downside. It was a fine setup though. And then I kind of talked with you guys as well when February started that, especially now in February when the price is opening up, we're getting more ranging more range in terms of price movement and all that good stuff. I'm literally every time I'm gonna see my model, I'm gonna trade it. And I know that in the last 4 years, data shows me in terms of my own trading that I'm profitable with just taking the setup as soon as I see it. I know it works. I'll just trust my model, and I'm trading three models in front of you. The only model is that is for me, which is OT model. I will not be executing for you guys just to make it simpler. And we're gonna just literally continue executing as soon as we see the model panning out. So yeah, I'm watching this 1024. Probably will support hold the price going to the downside, but let's see. Turn on the execution, so yeah. Unfortunate. I was really hoping for this to be low of the day. Didn't happen though, just like yesterday. But I'm much calmer today. Just trusting the fact that I trust the model and I trust the conviction in terms of setup presenting itself. So yeah, thank you SL hit. Ah, too bad, too bad, too bad. Markets are in sync though, at least short term. Just take a look how both of them are taking out sell stops here. Um, Sell stops being taken out right here as well. So we'll see. We had the SMT entry before, and then now we're in sync actually after that. So it's interesting to see if we stay in sync. Stay in sync is something that I prefer. Some traders prefer SMTs and then markets moving not together in a way. I much rather prefer to see the markets just trading together, not giving any leeway for SMTs to form or anything like that. Yeah. Hmm. Let's take a note of this. And let's note the same fair value gap on NQ. Sell side being taken, I'm not interested in going short from here. Like if sell side would still remain open here without this wick existing, like that could be a possible short opportunity here. Not right now. And I'm literally again, I'm gonna say it out loud. I'm here to trade my models in front of you guys, and I'm getting a model entry offered right now as well with this inversion for value gap happening. So we're gonna enter again on ES this time. And we have 5 handle stop loss, which is fine. Let me just make sure I do the same on my personal account. 100 right here. Um, yeah, see what we get. What do we have right here right now, right? With the market finally got in sync, and then we just took away stall stops with this push to the downside. And after stall stops are taken, we're getting an inverted 1 minute fair value gap offered for us, right? So we close above it, we enter right away as it gets inverted, and buy is offered for us, right? Very simple setup, and it works more times than it doesn't. So I'm literally just taking it, and if the risk and reward is better than 1 to 1, there's no problem on taking a risk on this trade. And two doing exactly the same, just like we got a trade entry on yes, offering us the same entry. If this pans out, this is a very good trade for it. 20 handles, so possible 2K on the fund on the evaluation account. I like that. I'd love to see that happening and panning out. So So again, just like we had this YouTube 2022 not panning out, we're entering from an inverted fair value gap here on yes. Um, Simple setup, markets are in sync, sell side being taken on both. I love to see that inversion happening right here, and we enter at 10:30, which is good enough for me. We're targeting this 15 minutes for value gap now. We'll have to see how we trade into it, but yep. So let's go into 5 minutes. 5 minutes YouTube 22 is getting offered right now. We'll see. This volume imbalance, I would love to see this holding the price up right here. I'm marking this not as a possible entry, I'm marking this just to see if the price will be supported here. Let's mark this 5 minutes for value gap as well. I have the happening right here. Keep it in mind as well. This later on could be a break of structure. So we see how we trade into it if we trade below the current market price. Mm-hmm. 5 minutes again. Um, take this away. Um, I'm just evaluating right now just to see if I should be scaling out at some point or not, but I'm in position and I'm gonna hold on to it. Equal highs being created on NQ in terms of an SMT right here. So let's take a note on that and see if we trade into it or not. And I would love this volume balance to support the price to the upside. I don't want to see it trading any lower than that. So I have the not confirmed, but let's see. Let's see if this volume imbalance holds the price. Let's put a stop loss because I didn't right away at 5 points for now, just to be on the safe side. I'm not gonna continue watching this just to evaluate what the price is giving us. But if I lose internet, whatever, in front of you guys, just so 5 minute not too clear. Let's say a 4 minutes chart is very much supporting the YouTube 22 model. So we just have to see if this 4 minute fair value gap holds the price to the upside. I think no need to go this low though. At all. If we start pushing below this new day opening gap, I'll just close it manually to be fair. I won't allow the sell stop to be hit. We scale half of it here. If we go any lower, there's no need to trade below this at all. I don't see anything for the market to be picking up from here. Like nothing to be picked up in terms of price below these lows. So let's see. Thank you. Still respecting the inverted fair value gap, so keep watching that. We have buy stop resting above 32 handles above us. Keep an eye on it. Hmm. If this doesn't pan out, I'm calling this a session as well. There's no need to stay any longer for me. I'll just take a look at the charts again at PM. At PM session. Still like this entry, like I'm holding on to it. If I wouldn't like this entry, I would be out of this trade already. But yeah, markets are still seeing the inverted fair value gap still being respected, so right here. Uh, so we just want to, there's a small fair value gap here. We just want to close above it as soon as we can. To be fair, yeah, this is good. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. I won't add from this inverted for value gap, not because I already took an L in front of you. But I'm just watching. I'm just trying to get my bullish idea confirmed. So yeah, but the next target is for this 5 minute fair value gap to get inverted. If we get this fair value gap inverted, like my trade idea is getting confirmed right away. But we have to see. We have to see. Mm. I'm trusting these buy stops to be taken. To this 1 minute inversion set up for what is it? 25 handles. More than good enough. 1 to 1. Still very nice trade. Because if you're getting a trade like this as 1 to 1, like all you need to do is you have to win more than 50% of your trades. If you're winning 51 out of 100, this 1 to 1 is good enough for you. There's nothing for us to do below this low. So let's take a look. This low is, yeah. I'm just lowering the risk that I'm willing to take on this trade. And I would love to see this inverted for value gap supporting the price, so like that. Yeah. I would love us to continue trading to the buy side if we go into it. Yeah, right now. Speed, speed, speed. We need speed now. I'll still come back on the PM session anyhow. But I'll be closing the stream like in about 20 minutes, maybe even less. But 10 to 11 macro is hitting the market in a bit, so right here. So we have to see what we do during the macro, and if the macro allows us to continue pushing to the upside, I'm happy to just leave this position open until until lunch. So for 1 more hour, I'm just gonna monitor it. But yeah, we'll see if this gets taken. I think it will, but you know, can't be sure on it, on everything you see. But No need to displace below this though. No need at all. Take a look. 5 minutes. Meh. Right, the way you see it, and you just go meh. I'm fine being stopped out though. We lowered the risk by a lot, so we just have to see the setup and if it pans out or not, literally. One more time we got into that inversion for value gap, so we literally just have to see speed. We don't want to go any lower. The macro pushing the price to the downside is not my interest. I would like the macro to push the price to the upside and just allow us to trade higher. I don't want to see any more sell side being taken today. The move will happen though, like very simply what I'm watching right now here, right? Opening range, some consolidation here, and distribution happens right after that. And this is what we're getting right now as well. Sell side being taken and accumulation happening in this zone. And what do we usually get after accumulation? We get distribution. So basically, my hope is that we trust the power of three, we trust sell stops being taken, and then we trust that power of three will just distribute the price to the upside, right? We don't get it. We don't get it. It's fine. We'll try to enter another buy during PM session today. Scale down already. And Q trade is not valid anymore, neither, so yeah, too bad, too bad. This is what one, two, three, fourth time we're getting into that inverted fair value gap. We'll see. So literally, I'm gonna finish off the stream now. If we get stopped out, we get stopped out. But what I'm gonna be looking at, right? I'm gonna be looking at this 5 minute fair value gap, and if we get inverted, I'm gonna target this 15 minute fair value gap resting above us at 4982. And then Q, I'm gonna be watching these buy stops resting above what is it, 17658 and a half. So we have to trade ideas in mind, and then we're gonna see what pans out. And then for now, I'm gonna sign off. we let this trade go, and we let this pan out. And if I have anything in terms of trade ideas and any entries taken today, I'm gonna let you guys know in my Discord. So do give us this a like, do give us a follow, and then I see you guys tomorrow. Bye.